The price index jumped 1% in January and 9.7% in the past year alone. We still have more inflation to go before we hit peak, I think. This is nuts. These people do not understand basic math. I mean, his agenda is what is driving this. Think about this. The consumer price index, this is what measures the cost of all of the stuff that we all use, right? Everyday items. Your everyday items. It's gone up 7% over the past year, the biggest increase in 40 years. Gas is up by over 51%. Beef is up over 20%. Furniture is up over 11%. I mean, this is like Ford and Carter stuff. Except Carter, I think, and Ford, maybe they had their wits about them more. I don't know. But you're not going to be able, Build Back Better, that's pumping that just dumps a ton of money and spending into the economy. And that's going to make everything even more expensive. You're going to see inflation. That's why I keep saying, you think we hit peak. We're not there yet. That will definitely, absolutely do it. I mean, this is, what is it? A $1.2 trillion bill. $1.2 trillion. Milton Friedman when he explained it, it was the best. He had said, quote, "To understand the cause of inflation, you must understand that it is anywhere and everywhere a monetary phenomenon." And that's true. The supply chain issue, all of this, some of the biggest is from the Federal Reserve. Federal spending is up to what? I think we're at $7 trillion a year. It was $4 trillion in 2019. We're at about $7 now, and $7 in 2020. It was $4 trillion in 2019, $6 trillion in 2020, $7 trillion in 2021. And to spend more, what does the government have to do? They have to borrow. They got to pay for their spending somehow. They won't reduce spending. They do things that are beyond Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution. They spend things that they don't need to. And then they'll create money to buy debt. There was this piece, let me bring this up, Statista. Bring this up here. Size of the Federal Reserve's balance sheet since quantitative easing measures were introduced from March 20 to February of 2022. They more than doubled. It's nuts. So the amount of money of dollars has increased. That's by what, 40%. So the way that you restricting spending, because raising taxes is not an option, because it's not the American people who should pay the cost of government stupidity. Taxing American people who are already over and illegally taxed to pay for government stupidity is not an option. Restricting their spending is. I mean, our debt that the public holds is like what, quadrupled? I mean, this is the problem. They think that Democrats think, well, we'll just pass new taxes. That's literally what Nancy Pelosi was talking about. She goes, well, we'll lower taxes, but it's all paid for because the wealthy pay their fair share. That means you're raising taxes. But remember, when we dived into Build Back Better, it's not the wealthy that are paying higher taxes. It is everybody that is paying a higher tax. And I'm not just talking about the invisible tax of inflation. Everybody is paying a higher tax. There's not anybody who's not getting hit. Furthermore, remember, they're going to be taxing people extra if they keep like a bare minimum in their bank account that the IRS wants to be able to watch. That's all in this Build Back Better bill. And this is just, it's a nightmare. And they have no idea at all. They don't know how to figure. He just keeps staring blankly ahead. It's just bizarre.